Oh my goodness, YouTubers, welcome to my channel. All right, Otis, sit. Okay. Otis, no, don't lick, no lick. Y'all, I'm telling you, if y'all had seen me like 2 years ago, I mean, you guys have really been a part of the evolution of me in dog ownership. Because when this dog first came into my life, I was having nothing to do with this dog, seriously. I just was like, okay, I'll try it. For the sake of my daughter, I tried it. And now look at this hot mess. I'm cuddling up with a dog, y'all, a dog. It's really unbelievable how we evolve as people. I've evolved. And I just never had animals growing up as a kid. They just were not a part of my life. Now the cat thing is still a whole nother thing. Can't go there with cats. Yeah, so I'm a work in progress, as we all should be. We should all be a work in progress, trying to better ourselves, trying to be, better. And I think part of the problem that I have with the royals that I speak about in this channel is that they come from such extreme opportunity, but yet they don't seem to see the need to evolve as people, to really become better. And there's a problem when you have so much, but you don't see how you too have faults. You're not completely right all the time. And when people can't address when they are wrong, they're not evolving. They are continually getting into this pattern that is going to keep them blinded, and it's going to continually put them in a position to do more harm because they can't see how they've done harm in the past to be better moving forward. And it's not good for people. And it's definitely not good when you have people who are idolizing you on the world stage, when you are the role model for so many and you don't evolve, and you can continually stay in this mindset that people are doing things to you and you find fault with everything around you, but you don't even look at yourself. It's like, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Like Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. That's what needs to happen. I wanted to talk today about something that Meghan did on her podcast. And I find that Meghan, a lot of times when she speaks on her channel, she wants to call out these tropes, these things, these labels that are negative to women. She's just searching for something to complain about, to give herself a voice around something to talk about. And I think she specifically chose these topics to speak about is because she felt like people were saying these things about her. She felt like there were these attacks on her. So she wanted to create a whole podcast series around something that she could kind of set the record straight about what people said about me. That's what she essentially is trying to do with this podcast. And it's no different than what this next one is that she's talking about, the angry black woman. So there's some things about this that I'm going to address, but I'm really trying to understand why. Why would she even consider herself to be an angry black woman when she herself is always identified as a white woman? It's like you're trying to put on this brown face to meet an objective for your podcast. This is not something that you have lived with your whole life. But yet she wants to try it on to fit a narrative so she can complain because it gives her a right to complain because she got her black mama. Okay, so nothing to do with race. Meghan Markle slammed for blaming reputation on ethnicity. Meghan has been savaged by a royal commentator who called her a thoroughly dislikable person. And I think that's what it is. That's what it is. You look at her, you watch her when she does whatever it is that she does, and people look and they be going like, ugh, oh, she fake. Ugh. I don't like her. And she ain't said a word, but you just know something about her you just don't like. And that's what it is. That's what it is, folks. And when people saw Diana, on the other hand, we really liked her because she was innocent in all that she did. She came to it with pure innocence. Meghan, on the other hand, has come into royal life at the age that Diana died. So she is a full experienced woman at this stage, and she's trying to be like Diana. That's the problem. You can't fake your way into something that is authentic. And Diana was authentic. Now, she had her faults, she had her flaws, she was not perfect. However, you can't fake your way into something like that. There have been these new blows, fresh blows, after she claimed in her Archetypes podcast her reputation for being demanding was down to society's angry black woman trope. And you know what? Ain't nobody looking at you and thinking you are part of an angry black woman trope. First of all, you don't even look like a black woman. So you trying to hijack something that doesn't even belong to you physically. Now, your ancestry, you can have the quarter, whatever percentage of black in you, but no one is identifying you as an angry black woman. No, they're looking at you as a skank woman that people don't like because you got attitude and you do things that upset people. It has nothing to do with you being identified as an angry black woman. You need to just stop it right there, girl, because I'm getting sick of you. Don't try to walk in my experiences as a woman that looks black. And those that are in darker skin, even than me, you should really be upset at her saying that, because it's like the audacity that you think that you're going to walk into a room and people are going to see you as an angry black woman. You are trying to hijack something that is not even yours to hijack. And there are these tropes about angry black women. And I see it. And sometimes, yes, that's right. I'm the angry black woman. And that's just what it is. Because you think about it, we are the lowest of the totem pole. We're female and we're black. So we have things to be angry about. So calling you out on it is what more people should do. But you don't walk in that every day. So how can you even try to perpetrate your way into something you've never wanted to identify as? She has walked her whole life trying to be a woman that is not of color. And we know this by the way she's self-identified on her resume as a Caucasian woman when she would go out for auditions. Like, she herself considered herself more white than black. I think it would have been a lot more appropriate for her if she wanted to talk about the whole angry black woman thing, because there is an angry black woman thing, but it's not really like that prevalent. It's more of an underground saying. Like, people aren't going out saying it, and it's like constant, like, angry black woman. Oh, there she is, angry black woman. Angry black woman. You got an angry black woman syndrome, don't you? You know, we don't have people calling it out like that, saying it like that. It's just something that is out there vaguely as a saying, but I don't think it's a stigma that is affecting them in terms of their work, their success in life. It's just, you know, in society, you know, you're at the bottom of the totem pole and you feel like, you know, I'm not white, a man. And I've seen a lot of angry people in general. And I usually take notice when I see an angry black woman, because I'll be like, you know what you represent, and stop being angry. But people of all gender, races get angry. Why are they not called the angry white man or the angry white woman? Well, they do have this whole thing around Karens now. But there is an angry black woman. Meghan is trying to hijack that to benefit herself, to be a victim. So she talked about this on her podcast. However, royal commentator has claimed that the real reason she is disliked by some has nothing to do with color of her skin. And that is just the truth. Any excuse can be deployed. Anyone can be thrown under the bus so long as they maintain the self-delusion that they are perfect in every way. Meghan Markle has become an expert in this field, and this is the problem with her whole podcast. Everything she speaks about, she thinks that she's an expert in it, that she is the voice of reason, rather than speaking to people, asking questions, trying to understand things better. She's the expert. Well, yeah, this happened to me, girl. Let me tell you what they did to me and what they called me. You know, I can identify with this, and you know, we need to do certain things about this. Like, she's got an opinion about it. She comes from it from an angle as being an expert or being someone that can identify with it because it's happened to her. And this is why people don't like her. This is why people have this conception of her that is so on point. Because they didn't pinpointed it. They don't like the girl. What you done, woman? What's your expertise? Like, who are you? Like, bring it down. Bring it down. You're not the one. You're trying to brand yourself as something to be relevant, but you don't have the expertise. Like trying to be in all this societal, like psychology of these important issues that you're trying to speak about. You should not be the one trying to speak about these things. At least get an expert on that knows about it and that you ask questions of, as if you're trying to learn something. Not that you're the be-it-all, know-it-all about it. And that's the problem that people have. Now, during her most recent podcast, she also, now this is not her most recent one. Her most recent podcast has actually come out either today or yesterday. Her mother appears on the podcast. Yes. Her mother appears and she says, calls her mommy. We can't break that down right now, but we're going to take it to what we're talking about today. However, Bond claims that has nothing to do with how she is perceived. And he also said the fact that she's demanding and difficult and generally disliked by a great deal of the world's population has nothing to do with her skin color. No, it don't. Because you look white, woman. You look white. Anybody ever tell you look white? Yes, you do. You bring your mother along and say, this is my mama. Then just maybe people kind of looking at you like, okay, with the side eye. Like, okay, maybe, yeah, okay. You got some black. But they ain't looking at you and saying you black. You know they're not doing it, nor do you want them to do it.